Sarah. Welcome back to my channel, and before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. So today's video is a bit of a different video than I normally film. This video is going to be about movies, and if you want to see more movie content, please let me know in the comments, because I'd love to film some for you guys, because I do love a good movie. I haven't been watching too many recently, but I do love them. So and I have a lot of recommendations. So if you want me to talk about movies in the future, please let me know. And this video is going to be all about movies you should watch for Halloween. So let's just dive right in. This video is going to contain movies from all different time periods and all different decades, and this is going to be different levels of scary. None of these are going to be super scary, but everyone has their own opinion on what is super scary and what is not. So just look up reviews, ratings, and stuff before you go into it. I'm going to give my suggested, if I think it's, for me, if it's not scary, or super scary. None of these are super scary to me, but let's just get started. One that is my favorite horror movie of all time that everyone should watch and read the book is Odd Thomas. I love that movie so much, and it is incredible. It's my favorite horror movie of all time. Definitely go check it out. And I've talked about the book many times, but it is like a paranormal horror. It has to do with death and these things called bodaks, which can come around when they sense death is near. So it is super good. I definitely recommend. It is a very relaxed horror. It's not super scary at all. So I definitely think it is more family friendly. I mean, it is a bit, it's a horror movie, but it's not super scary. I definitely think if you can handle a little bit of scare, you can handle this movie. Another one I want to talk about is my second favorite horror movie of all time, and that is The Faculty. And this is a horror movie that is a horror sci-fi, and it is about aliens. Well, an alien taking over a small town and wanting to take over the world. And this group of kids who is none of them really get along. They're all a bunch of different stereotypes, and they're all mishmashed into one group, and they have to save their town and the world from this alien being that's alien species that is possessing the... Why am I describing this so bad? Just go watch the movie. Another one is my third favorite horror movie of all time. I know after this one I will not tell you if it is my favorite or not, because I just know my top three, and that is Deep Rising. This one is a horror movie. It is probably the scariest, definitely the scariest of the three I've talked about so far. It is honestly, if you don't like gore, don't watch it. There isn't too much, but there are some scenes. I don't want to spoil it because to me they're cool, but they are pretty disgusting. So if you don't like that kind of thing, I would skip this movie, but I do love it. It takes place on a cruise ship, and it is about this group of people, and people start dying. There is this creature in the water, and it kills people. It eats people. So that is that one, and I just love that movie so much. Another movie I have to talk about is Tremors. This is a horror comedy. I really like this movie. I've only seen it once, but I do really love it. It's hilarious, and it has Kevin Bacon, so it can't be bad, right? If you like Kevin Bacon, watch this movie. It's not very scary. It's an older one. It's from well, not old, but it's from 1990 or something, around that time. And so it's not very scary today. I mean, it probably was back then, but not anymore. So if you need a horror movie, if you want a horror movie that is low scare but still has some scariness to it, definitely Tremors. And it's hilarious because Kevin Bacon makes it hilarious, and it's just a funny movie. And I swear the guts of the creatures are made of pumpkin guts. You watch the movie and comment down below if you agree. Okay, so the next movie I have to talk about is going to be Jurassic Park. I don't really classify this as a horror movie. I mean, it has horror aspects. But anyways, you probably know about Jurassic Park. You guys have probably seen it. But if not, go check it out. It is a dinosaur movie where dinosaurs are recreated and brought back to life at this park. And it is about this small group of people, and some of them die, some survive. And Dr. Ian Malcolm is hilarious, best character in that whole franchise. But I definitely suggest watching it, and all the characters are amazing. It is a quite humorous movie, but it also is kind of scary because it takes place in the dark a lot, and there are giant dinosaurs trying to eat them. So kind of scary. But I'm sure you've heard of that one. If you have not seen it, you've probably heard of it anyway. So that one, and the last one I have to talk about is Jaws. I love this movie. I don't classify it as a horror, but it was when it first came out. This is a very old movie. It came out in, was it 1974, I think? Don't quote me on that, but I love this movie. Chief Brody is amazing. All three main characters are amazing. And if you're scared of sharks, don't watch this movie. It'll only increase your fear. But it is so good. And honestly, if you look at the shark, it is not very realistic. I mean, it was very good quality, like making when it was made, but now there are so much more realistic things that it doesn't look super real. But it is amazing. It takes place on a small little boat for most of it, and they're trying to kill the shark, and it is just such a good movie. I classify it more as suspense because it definitely is suspenseful, but it is considered a horror to some people. But I definitely recommend it for the Halloween time and any time of year. It is just a good one. Also maybe summer, because it does take place on the beach and then on the water. But I love it. So those are some movies I recommend for the Halloween time. And if you made it this far, please leave me any like animal emoji, like any animal. And thank you for making it this far, and thank you for watching. Before you go, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, post notifications, and I'll see you all next time.